Remove this one here, so. Laundry day on a rainy day. It's raining cats and dogs, man. It's raining cats and dogs, ladies and gentlemen. Raining cats and dogs. Kinda tired, I know, still when I lie. I'm a little bit hungry. Just a little bit. Who is here? What go on? What's new in this space? When such people say them have a campaign, you know, you see the filth start come out of their mouth. When a certain party start to campaign, a beer filter come out of their mouth, you know. You can imagine. Look how bad things is. Look how bad things is. For you, they're not powerful 9 years. When they start the campaign, all they can talk about the opposition leader and how him look. You don't have no substance, man. Most of can tell the people them say, you stick to the evil you know and make a broad blanket statement of how much you guys have done for the country. When they can't really name out nothing tangible what you do. I don't get it. I have a video that I dropped with Dr. Dayton Campbell. I need you guys to go and check that out. If you haven't already, I know most of you haven't. Yeah, man, I need you to go check out that video. Yeah. If you're not going to interact in the chat, this is not the best stream for you. This is what they call a freestyle stream. So it requires the interaction of the chat. But just to be honest, I'm just being honest. Yo, send over some rain over Portmore, backside. Brother, I wish I could. Right now, I sun more because more of my clothes don't dry fast. And on the machine, they watching, I see that. Squeeze me and squeeze out. Squeeze me and squeeze out clothes. You know? Watch that. Watch that. Squeeze me and squeeze out clothes, you know, bro. Squeeze me and squeeze out clothes. Remember that. It's sorry, so you could call in still, because when I don't have a conversation with them about this thing, you know, Digi. And people, Digi, you need to drop your link in our chat. Anytime you moderate for me, I want to moderate them way, if I have people enough. So anytime you moderate for me, bro, drop your link in our chat, bro. Make your people them go sub up. People make sure they go sub up to Splash Digi. Splash Digi is supposed to be 1,000 subs now. I'm going to see you put some projects together, in bro. Keep it up, you know. See you put some projects together. Keep it up. All you have to do is work on your thumbnail them. Because I thumbnail them. And that grab people, you see it. I tell you about the thing named InShot. InShot. Yeah, man, you have to know if you use InShot. InShot bad. You have to know if you use it, you see it. We maximize the potential of the thumbnail them. You have one next app, but me I'll tell you about that app here. So sometimes I remember overlink a copy, brother. You need to have. So you don't have clipboard. You don't have clipboard on your phone. Anytime I copy nothing, you have something called a clipboard. Then I settings of the message. You have something called a clipboard. On the clipboard, import that message we use over and over again. Yeah, I know that, bro. I know that. I know say active. I mean, I tell you, say you need all a nice phone car. You're active, bad, brother. I eat up, you know, and the campaign in a full shuttle, but you know, say it's a warm. Cause I just date them and wait for them, you know. But Andrew don't want to call it. Let me tell you what Andrew do. Let me tell you what Andrew do. You think, say, and this is just my opinion, you think, say, the whole of labor right them don't know, the important labor right them in our party. You think, say, them don't know when I date? You think, say, them don't know when I date? All the people them are loyal to Andrew honest. Know when is the date of the election. All of them. Remember, so then they have a meeting over there in a month. Remember, good enough. So I am assuming that these people know exactly when the election is going to be already. Then does not make we know. Bolo VNR clips, Bolo VNR and Bolo TBV. Celine Brown, you know what you're doing? Portland is Portland in our place. One Isaac Buchanan. You understand? No joke. Anyway, you know, say, when I look for one picture of Desmond Mackenzie in my phone and I can't find one. Mighty God of Daniel. You know, say,
It's not sick. He's got a problem with his membrane. Yeah. They must smoke too much of that thing there where they might import from all bulk.
Canada.
Make him continue and him and them for funky friend them go and wrap up and roll up in them entanglement. And don't get Mr. Golden involved or caught up. You're out of order.
And I'm on a serious level. The 24 babies them in a 24 day. What should be the course of action in your estimate?
Moses Law.
Mighty God.
Personal. Mind your own business.
Yeah.
Well, remember, me tell you, don't know for frightened. Don't know for frightened, but we ain't gonna wait until it reach our doorstep either.
Right.
What I'm saying, must stand your ground. And
right.
That is what the Jamaicans need to do. That's on the ground. Stand there, listen to me and unite. The man them need to unite and speak with one voice.
Right.
And say, assert go. No matter if you come from Cockburn Pen, Mackay Lane,
You can donate if you want. That is optional. But I am imploring and encouraging you. As I come through the door of the video, say your greetings by hitting the like button. Alright? Now let's read. Because a whole heap of time is spent on content. And my God, the like button is free. Transparency demanded. PSOJ advocates press government after OSC chooses secrecy in FID top job saga. What do you mean by this? The private sector organization of Jamaica says it's more than reasonable for Jamaicans to know why the law enforcement requirement for the Financial Investigation Division top job was dropped after a government body claimed the information is private. So hold on there. Hold on there. I must want to joke this. So how PSOJ run out about this all of a sudden? Where was PSOJ when we have the protests? PSOJ has been backing everything when Andrew Holness do. And when they realize it, they realize them all lose the election. Is this a stunt? The private sector organization of Jamaica, every last one I know, including for scrutiny of official decisions. So all of a sudden, PSOJ member say, you understand? PSOJ President Mechi Siaga agreed that the public has a right to understand why the requirement Probably can't trust them somewhere else, but not in a Jamaica. I knew there was a catch. How on God's green earth are you going to support the appointment of Dennis Chung, but yet still trustworthy. And that's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. This is criminal activity. Oh, on God's green earth, you ever said there's good reason. But sometimes people are afraid to speak to the press. I think that they should be as transparent as possible without disrupting anybody's privacy. Oh, so you want to tell about the process, but you don't want us to hear who removed the experience. Wagwan Lorraine, you don't want us to know who was responsible for removing the 12-year experience in the requirements for the job at the FID. Right? What good is that? Heads must roll. And I'm talking about their jobs, not physically. Because everything take out of context when you talk on the internet. Right? When a man say I'm going to fire you, that means you lose your job. It's the same thing as heads must roll. That person should be fired. Dennis Chung should be fired. And anybody who give them the directive should be fired as well. Anybody that gave them the directive to remove such an important part of the recommendation or qualification of the job at the FID, the head of the FID, they should be fired. I think that, the Sunday Dinner reported that the OSC, the secretariat for the commission that hires certain public servants, denied the newspaper access to information. Requests for records explaining the removal of the minimum 12-year experience, including 5. Oh, wait a minute. So not only should you have had 12-year experience in law enforcement, but you needed to have a minimum of 5 at the senior level. So let me ask you one question. This only makes matters worse, Doesn't this make matters worse? This make the situation even more preposterous. So you tell me say they're supposed to have at least 5 years. So you definitely need to have the, see, removing this qualification is not a small thing. Because it's not only the 12-year experience, it's the 5 minimal at the senior level. So you really have to have a whole heap of experience from basic level plus tertiary or college level in terms of, you know, the law enforcement. Top tier. My God, people want to see what I go on.
Ball out! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything.
Shift it.
Remove them out there.
Father God, remove
Take out the cockroach.
Take them out, Father
Take
God.
out the thief.
Take them out. Take them out.
Help the power.
Man or woman, take them out, man. Can't work. This can't work. The original post advertised November 2024 included that experience requirement. The retired Deputy Police Commissioner Fitz Bailey, who had been selected in the first round, declined the offer on January 21st, 2025. 2 days later, the OSC re-advertised the post, but this time without the law enforcement requirement. Now, I would love somebody to interview retired Deputy Police Commissioner Fitz Bailey and ask them why they declined the offer. Because I never knew this. Patrick Wagwan, we need to know why the retired Deputy Police Commissioner Fitz Bailey declined the offer January 21st, 2025. Ryan Campbell, what's up, bro? What happened, Mr. Fitz Bailey? Did you get a call? Did you get a visit? Were you sent a letter? Were you called to a meeting? Why didn't you take that job? Were you given an ultimatum? Were you threatened? Something alright. Something is not
Something
right.
alright, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right.
This feels spooky.
Tell about them.
2 days later, after the man decides him don't want the job, them re-advertising without the law enforcement requirement when they had somebody with the law enforcement requirement. People tell me, say, this does sound spooky. Doesn't this sound spooky to you guys? Am I exaggerating this? Seriously. Chung was later appointed on June 2nd under a 2-year contract. $13.9 million for something we're not qualified for. His appointment has faced strong resistance from parliamentarian opposition and civil society groups and the people of Jamaica. They charge that he is conflicted because of public comments he made, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not insignificant. That's not insignificant. Public comments he made about a report by the Integrity Commission following the investigation into Prime Minister's finances. That report was referred to the FID. Concerns have now heightened, particularly due to the secrecy surrounding the changing criteria. RY has also sparked outrage and fresh warning of a deepening crisis of trust in the Jamaica's democratic and governance institution. Its call to cabinet, argued businessman Howard Mitchell, a former PSOJ president and founding chairman of the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, theoretically we are supposed to be governed by a cabinet. But it's the Prime Minister and the cabinet to say that transparency is essential to effective management. He added the conclusion you have to come to is to say that people have something concealed or people are playing games with the truth. Yes, it is. Patricia, how are you doing, love? It is not transparent. Why are they hiding the details of the FID appointment of Dennis Trump? The whole process. Why are they hiding it? The political directorate of the state needs to look at this thing and say if it's if it is the bureaucrats that are withholding the information in an overly zealous fashion, we need to step in and encourage them to release it in our own interests and in the interest of the wider society. Exactly, I agree. Pointing to low voter turnout in national elections, Michelle said, the OSC's actions threaten further erosion of trust. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all of you out there that have good reason to not trust this government, I want you to keep it on this government. I want you to remember that the People's National Party went to the streets to defend our right to know what the hell is going on. I want you to remember that the People's National Party is championing transparency. And I want you to never forget who is being secretive, which is not the best interest of us, the public. Yes, if your constituents don't understand what you're doing, don't buy into what you're doing, or have a low level of trust in what you're doing will not be as effective. In a similar rejection of the OSC's actions, Daniel Archer, Principal Director of National Integrity Action, declared that access to information is not a luxury, it is a democratic right. You know, I wish I could hug that lady and just tell her how much I love her. I've never met her in my life. I don't know if I will. But, you know, I really appreciate Daniel Archer. I really appreciate that she stands up with no apology for what is right. And she has a way of putting the things them into the perfect wording. Access to information is not a luxury. So nobody should be dictating what we know and what we don't know based off our business, the public business. It is a democratic right. That means they're not running a democracy. This is a dictatorship government. And anytime you say it, them vex. But their actions, ladies and gentlemen, their actions scream dictatorship. Efforts to suppress it, particularly in a matter of public interest, are not isolated missteps. They are symptoms of creeping what? Authoritarianism, she asserted. And that is exactly what I'm saying. You are seeing symptoms of authoritarianism, dictatorship. How we if trust you and me no certain way you do behind curtain, Archer said, quoting from Artist Chronics. That is the question now echoing across the public sphere. Without openness, confidence collapses, not just in individuals, but in the system meant to protect the public good. That's exactly what is happening in the people. When both government and oversight bodies conceal information on the appointment linked to an ongoing investigation, it marks a dangerous erosion of accountability. Solicitor General Marlene Alfred for the Auditor General's Chambers responded to ATI requests of the OSC's on the OSC's behalf on Friday. She disclosed that the public access to nearly all the requested documents that could explain the actions of the public officials involved in the process has been denied. You understand? She cited legal exemption under section 17BI, right, and 22 of the ATI Act, which refer to the breaches of confidence and disclosure of personal information, respectively. However, the PSOJ head and Michelle expressed concerns that failure to explain the change could erode public trust in Chung and the FID. Siaga said, yes, absolutely, when asked whether the non-disclosure could affect public confidence in the FID head. Nobody now have no confidence in Dennis Chung. Only Andrew Onis and in Bolo them. Confident in him to do what they, you know what, let me not say that. I think it's going to make the job of the Financial Investigations Division more difficult, said Mitchell. It's going to make Chung's leadership of that division more difficult. The FID, a department of the Ministry of Finance and the public sector, is charged with investigating major financial crimes, including fraud, money laundering, and asset forfeiture. Its leadership is seen as a critical public confidence. Its leadership is seen as a critical to public confidence in financial governance. In a May 30th statement, Finance Minister Favour Williams insisted the recruitment process was transparent. She did not address the change to the job requirement. This is what they do. They don't address the issues. They hope we forget about it. But people, it is up to you to shout to the mountaintop and demand these things. You don't know what to do, you know? You don't know what to do. While the process for changing job requirements remains unclear, it emerged in a recent case that the National Land Agency had to seek permission from the Ministry of Finance before removing a mandatory requirement for a senior post. Wait a minute. The ministry ultimately blocked the attempt after an audit by its corporation management and establishment branch. Hear them something here? While the process for changing job requirements remains unclear, it emerged in a recent case for the National Land Agency had to seek permission from the Ministry of Finance before removing a mandatory requirement. So the Ministry of Finance that is under the office of the Prime Minister has these types of responsibilities where agencies have to seek permission before mandatory requirements are removed for senior posts. The ministry ultimately blocked the attempt after an audit by its corporation management and establishment branch. The June 3rd ATI request sought official correspondence, the directives and our records. Mom. What go on this up? And our records of what? Where's it? And our records of communication related to the decision to remove the law. Sorry guys, excuse me here. I apologize. And our records of communication relating to the decision to remove the law enforcement requirement from the second advertisement. It's also requested that the name of the individual of the office that authorized or recommended the change, minutes, memos, or other records of discussion where the change was discussed, the current job description for the post, Chung's contractor, and any assessment of evaluation reports generated during the selection process. The man might hide everything, people. Wanna see this? The only documents released were the redacted contract signed by Chung and a redacted score sheet dated March 12, 2025 reflected 4 shortlisted candidates under the revised criteria. Bailey's offer and rejection were also confirmed impartially. disclosed emails. Ladies and gentlemen, this is embarrassing.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
We all should be in the streets protesting. Sonia Graham, what are you doing? The PSOJ, to me, in my opinion, are a step too late, and I don't trust a bone in their body. But I want to hear from you guys what you think about the PSOJ coming out now saying that, oh, they should release the information and get rid of the mystery surrounding the FID appointment, and they are sure that there is a proper explanation as to why the requirements of a 12-year experience in law enforcement and 5 years in senior level of law enforcement was struck down, taken out, erased from the recommendations to facilitate what was ultimately the appointment of Dennis Chung. Tell me now, what will you think about that? Alright? Remember to hit the like button going through the door. Thank you. Now, I could go to these videos now because I tell you. Wow. Maybe I should go to Instagram. Maybe I should go to Instagram.
Get ready for the ultimate.
No, you know what we need to go? Who have a clip with Everald Warmington, the full clip? Because a crocus bag of things Everald Warmington say that to find out, you know. A whole crocus bag of things Everald Warmington say. And a one or two something him say. And a one or two something him say. It's a crocus bag. Anybody have that clip there? The full clip. I go to Instagram. Anybody? So hold on there. The man then tear down someone a poster.
Oh my God, my posters. Oh, look what they've done to you, mate. Look what they've done to you, mate. Oh my God.
Police.
Oh my God.
Oh, they feel so threatened.
One posters I've gone through so much, it's you, my friend. I feel it so much for you, my friend. Oh my word. Wow. This is really sad. Fun and joke aside, this is my poster that the parish council took in because they said it was adversely placed. Now we replace it and they send their supporters to vandalize and destroy the poster. It's a really sad day in the political life of Montego Bay once more. It's a sad day in the political history of Jamaica. You know, go and God bless. Big up, big up. Yeah.
See that? Real people.
You know, we have
can't stop him.
Understand that there are two teams playing and we must be able to respect each other's property.
Yes.
You know, we're paying now, but you don't worry. Marlene, you will pay at the polls. The labor rights, you will pay at the polls.
Yes.
Within all adversity, we take these things with a smile, you know?
Yes.
A real smile, boy, my friend, I say go. I watch nothing, man, you know? Just first them lock you up, and when they let you up, we put you up back, and the man them come cut you up. First them lock you up, we put you up back, then the man them come cut you up, my boss. Jesus. So you go. Stay strong. Montego Bay, there is so much more to be done in the city. Dirty city. Need public infrastructure development. People without road, people without water. And boy. Oh my God.
Yo, I say me love how Mr. Harton. I love how him deal with it. You understand? Yeah, man, I love how him deal with it, man. I love how him deal with it. Yeah, I love how him deal with it. See? I love how him deal with it. Love how him deal with it. Him can't stop you. Can't stop you. Victory is sure. You understand me? I tell you that. God said that and I miss that. Victory is sure, bro. Them can't stop you, bro. I love how the PNP are conduct themselves. Yeah, man. Even with the removal of the political ombudsman and the violation we are going. I love. The word is love. The word is love. Oh, listen to this.
Integral to the understanding of the neonatal deaths at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital is knowledge of what exactly a portable X-ray unit is and what it does. So sometimes when babies are...
You know what
We will restore dignity.
I know. Yo, me love me. Hey, no.
That is funny, honey.
Yo, love them better.
That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Dr. Da say, hey, splash it, you hear there? I hear General this. Feel like me a move to Portmore, you know, somebody need one property up there, though. Me gonna need a property at Portmore, bro. Believe. Yo. Now we fix the water problem, though. Water pressure have to open the pipe, you know? Yeah, listen. We eat a Portmore now, man. And you have to ask God for your regular electricity. Anyway, look pa, Mr. Daza, so now. The man said them report him to the ombudsman for playing dancehall on Belmont Road. So nowadays I be a gospel music him a play a past them. Hey, him watch out. I drive him and I drive past Belmont Road and hey, this somebody a real troll, you know. Yo, this somebody a real troll, yeah, man. Yo, Johnny. People don't say what boy. Look at that background. Looking at background, at Belmont Road, the man a pass now right at the office of the JLP, you know. So the man say him nah play the dancehall music. The man make sure play some Christian music when him a pass. Hey, it's a dance in the easy, yeah, man. Yo, Johnny, yeah, best. But maybe you hear much about this.
The neonatal deaths at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital is knowledge of what exactly a portable X-ray unit is and what it does. So sometimes when babies or adults are sick, they cannot go to the X-ray unit, the radiology unit, to have vital examinations done. In that case, the unit goes to them in the form of an X-ray. Now remember, these are premature babies primarily, and contrary to what the Ministry of Health is saying, they are in the NICU, the neonatal ICU, because they are low birth weight and because they are premature. So that's not a cause of death. Many instances they are unstable, they're on ventilators, and we need x-rays done to see if there are any issues with their abdomen or issues with their chest. For example, if the position of the breathing tubes is inaccurate, then it can lead to underventilation and issues later on with their breathing, which can all lead to ultimately death. The diagnosis of abdominal conditions, especially affecting the intestines, needs to be done as soon as possible. If you wait 2, 3, 4, 5 days until that baby is stable enough to be transported next door to KPH, you have lost valuable time and you can turn a stable disease into an emergency or one that increases the risk of them dying. So a portable x-ray is a basic unit that is needed to adequately care for these children. And without it, the staff, no matter even if you have full complement of staff, they cannot make timely diagnoses and see how effective treatments are, and that is a major part of why we're having these issues today, because this equipment that cost probably about $3 million was never purchased despite the requests from the staff members. So understanding these issues that we say are basically a systemic fault will help you to understand why it is that this death of the 24 babies is egregious and should not have happened. Integral.
Patrick Wagwan. Una hear this? Boy, the man break it down in a brother. The man break it down. That's where I record this, you know. So ladies and gentlemen, you know we are going to touch upon two things right here. Yeah man, remember for like me for this, see? I'm gonna start with the lighter stuff. Let's start with the lighter stuff. You know, this is sad, but I love how Mr. Dr. Andre Harton, the young man, the young star of the People's National Party, is handling himself. You know, there's a lot of investment to make for these posters and advertise. So the people in Mobile, I call for all conscious, well-thinking people in Mobile. Understand the gem that you guys possess in this young man, and make sure that he is voted in convincingly to go into parliament to represent you and your city. Ronnie, so you're doing. Alright? And they are very threatened by this young man, obviously. Very much threatened by him. You know? Poster look good, here, man. Poster look good. Yes, man. Them so threatened by him. Look at this.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God, my posters! Oh, look what they've done to you, mate! Look what they've done to you, mate! Oh my God! Oh my God! If one posters have gone through so much, it's you, my friend. I feel it so much for you, my friend. Oh my word! Wow! This is really sad. Fun and joke aside, this is my poster that the parish council took in because they said it was adversely placed. Now we replace it and they send their supporters to vandalize and destroy the poster. It's a really sad day in the political life of Montego Bay once more. It's a sad day in the political history of Jamaica. You know, I go and God bless. Big up, big up. Yeah.
Can't stop you, bro.
You know, we have to understand that there are two teams playing and we must be able to respect each other's property. You know, we're paying now, but you don't worry. Marlene, you will pay at the polls. The labor rights, you will pay at the polls. Within all adversity, we take these things with a smile, you know. A real smile, boy, my friend, I say go. I watch nothing, man, you know. Just first them lock you up, and when they let you up, we put you up back, and the man them come cut you up. First them lock you up, we put you up back, then the man them come cut you up, my boss. Jesus. So you go. Stay strong. Montego Bay, there is so much more to be done in the city. Dirty city, need public infrastructure development, people without road, people without water, and boy, oh my God.
So, me have to big up Mr. Hart, Mr. Andre Hart. Me have to big him up. Massive. Mr. Andre Hart he did not come out and rally up his PMP people, you know, do anything. He took it on the chin. And I want you guys to learn from this. This is the second time a PMP member has shown immense levels of class. Wagwan Lassom, you saw how Senator Dana Scott Motley dealt with Abka in Parliament expertly. You understand? And let him know that he is of no class and he's not revered or respected. She let him know he was nobody without saying he's nobody to her. You understand? She does not command her respect. And now we see Mr. Horton, after going to court, winning in court, the dictatorship regime of Andrew Holness, the authoritarian regime of Andrew Holness, did this. Essentially, it's his supporters that did this. Right? And you will not hear Andrew Holness. You hear him come out and talk about all he wants is decency. Then what is this? Vandalizing the people and property. This is decency. Everett Warmington cursing bad word. And talking about you must vote and put the X beside the effing bell. Is decency? 876 and 19, what's going on? That's decency? They don't condemn these things. This is why they weaken the political ombudsman. We have an invisible political ombudsman. Who does Dr. Horton go to have this investigated and dealt with? What is the sanctions that are put in place? What are the safeguards to ensure that this does not continue? It's like they want to start a war. They want the PMP supporters to go around and start tearing down and burning down for them posters and them flags and them cloth. Huh? Are that them want? And I'm not advocating for that. I'm saying the reason why the political ombudsman was there in its capacity before is to ensure that those things don't happen. Desmond McKenzie has made utterances to suggest that they're trying to rile up the people in the wrong way. Right? This is dangerous. What is also dangerous is Christopher Tufton handling of the healthcare system, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? Look how far the PNP have to put them flag in a Portmore to ensure say the people them not go vandalize them stuff, eh? Look how far. To whoever tearing down flags and billboards. Tell you about. Anyway, I want you to look on this picture here. So you hear the music. You see where that reads, eh? Them report me to the ombudsman for playing dancehall music on Belmont Road. So nowadays when them pass Belmont Road, see Belmont Road in their background, people. Nowadays when them pass Belmont Road, they make sure say him a play. Saturday, what's up? Nowadays when them pass Belmont Road, they make sure say him a play Christian music. Hey, this a man ain't easy. This a man ain't easy at all. One Dr. Alfred
That is funny, honey.
Yo, me rated that effort.
That's funny.
No joke.
Oh my God, that is
I really
funny.
think, but on a serious level, the 24 babies not 24 day. Listen to this.
Understanding of the neonatal deaths at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital is knowledge of what exactly a portable X-ray unit is and what it does. So sometimes when babies or adults are sick, they cannot go to the X-ray unit, the radiology unit, to have vital examinations done. In that case, the unit goes to them in the form of an X-ray. Now remember, these are premature babies primarily, and contrary to what the Ministry of Health is saying, They are in the NICU, the neonatal ICU, because they are low birth weight and because they are premature. So that's not a cause of death. Many instances they are unstable, they're on ventilators, and we need x-rays done to see if there are any issues with their abdomen or issues with their chest. For example, if the position of the breathing tubes is inaccurate, then it can lead to underventilation and issues later on with their breathing, which can all lead to ultimately death. The diagnosis of abdominal conditions, especially affecting the intestines, needs to be done as soon as possible. If you wait 2, 3, 4, 5 days until that baby is stable enough to be transported next door to KPH, you have lost valuable time and you can turn a stable disease into an emergency or one that increases the risk of them dying. So a portable x-ray is a basic unit that is needed to adequately care for these children. And without it, the staff, no matter even if you have full complement of staff, they cannot make timely diagnoses and see how effective treatments are. And that is a major part of why we're having these issues today. Because this equipment that cost probably about $3 million was never purchased despite the requests from the staff members. So understanding these issues that we say are basically a systemic fault will help you to understand why it is that this death of the 24 babies is egregious and should not have happened.
So ladies and gentlemen, I don't hear that. This is why I said I have to record this now. Because I almost couldn't believe my ears a while ago. The man said Bolo, it looked like the Ministry of Health is rivaling the JCF with the death toll. No, people. You hear what the man said? The nurses requested that this portable x-ray machine that is so important, as he explained, in helping the premature babies to survive and live. $3 million. And they overspent and bought a drill for $31 million. And the nurses have been requesting this drill. So it's not because they don't need it. The request was made. So should we as Jamaicans, after all that has happened in the health ministry, should we accept any more press conferences from Christopher Tufton? The only thing we need to accept is Andrew Ones firing him and firing himself. You know? Two of them have got thrown in a rubbish bin. You know? The two of them don't make one good member of parliament. Two of them need for that show. How wicked is this? $3 million for one portable x-ray machine, and you guys never thought that it was important. So you guys see why I think the way I think, right? You see why I believe that they are doing this on purpose. You see why I believe that Christopher Tufton and the Jamaica Labour Party with Andrew Ones is damaging and destroying this country on purpose. I am wondering if they are agents of the old entities that used to work with Siaga. I am wondering if they were trained by those people to continue to mash up Jamaica. I am literally convinced, and that's my opinion, that they are doing this on purpose. What good explanation do you have? Remember, Christopher Tufton said money is not the problem, you know? So why the hell them don't buy the machine them? What am I going to tell you? Say, you know, the procurement process, there is an issue and we don't. But you know, give procurement process to a friend to ship how much bus come to Jamaica. Eh? Uno bestie. Such man wife bestie. Eh? Hello?
Bolo,
Yes.
can we take these people out?
Yes, in the election, yes.
No, like they gotta go. I can't wait no longer. They're pissing me off. Look how long they're there doing all this evil.
Yep.
By
But
law, didn't they say that they're not supposed to pull down people's
posters. Yeah.
posters, and they're
Yes.
continuously doing it?
Yes. But what did we expect when the political ombudsman was removed from our natural state and position?
A bunch of stubborn head kids running around just provoking people day in, day out.
We saw this
It's
coming.
none of their doing.
You know,
it's
you know this energy. I understand exactly where you're coming from, Sassy. But what I want the Jamaican people to do that are well-thinking Jamaicans is to just keep that energy bottled up until the election day.
I'm so
And
pissed off right
as
now.
soon I understand what you're saying, you know.
Hey,
But you have to look at the choice
and
that we have.
come out from the country, man. Come out of Jamaica. You are a pest, a parasite. Come out.
Facts.
You and your demons, your worms, them will follow you. Come out of Jamaica. Jesus have mercy. I'm so mad at this group of people.
Yep.
What are they going with all this?
Oh. Evil wickedness, man.
No, sir. And
Evil
the
wickedness.
idiots yelling with them, shaking their bells with them like they don't understand. They don't comprehend the English language.
I don't know.
What is wrong with those people?
I don't know. I really don't know how they support them. I really don't.
All right.
Yeah, man. I really don't. Big up, Sassy. People, real frustration from the diaspora. People living in the United States and abroad that cannot wait for Andrew owners to call the election so they can usher them out, so they can finally come back to the home where they love, Jamaica. But under his leadership, they will not step foot in this country. There's so many people like her that have expressed the same thing to me privately. You understand? But this is terrible. The man have the money. They have the money to buy these machines. Such an important look. Remember that the birth rate, you know, and even Mr. Dawes had mentioned it. Remember, Dr. Dawes mentioned that the birth rate is low. They were talking about importing people because enough babies weren't being born. Now the babies are being born. Yes, there's some premature babies. So you guys knew that you had that issue, and this machine was requested, and you guys didn't get the machine. There's no excuse for this, you know. This is wickedness. And I'm telling you, I am of the belief, I am of the opinion, and people can say a conspiracy theory. I don't business. I am of the opinion that these people are doing this on purpose. They are purposely unaliving, putting our people in danger, our babies. They are purposely doing this, in my opinion. And there's no other option but to do every single legal thing to get them out of office. That is it. Every single legal. This is heights of wickedness. And you only shouldn't even depend on the ballot, you know. That are the next thing, you know. Can't certify assets, you know. Right? Everyone want me to know for depend on ballot. Christopher Tufton definitely not for depend on ballot. The 10 people that were under investigation, and I believe Delroy Chuck are one of them, not for depend no ballot. All of them that is being investigated by the Integrity Commission, them for leave. And lift up from out of House of Parliament. And anybody will support them, shame on you. Shame. I mean, also some people in the family will watch this and listen to me. And you me I talk to. Everyone I know. Shame on you. I don't care what the Labour Party do for you. Personally. If anything. You cannot support this. This is a systematic problem. The blame cannot be shifted to anybody but the government. Why did they request the machines and the machines weren't bought immediately? One phone call. One phone call, we have an emergency. This is an emergency procurement. I need 5 of these machines. I need 10 of these machines. That's $30 million. Buy it yourself. The government ship it down. You're not going to charge yourself. No charge when it comes to our ports. Release them. Get them to these hospitals where the babies them need. The premature babies need. 24 baby died in 24 days because of negligence. And Christopher Tufton and Andrew Owens is quiet and running around cutting ribbons and going on campaign trails. And Evan Warmington is supporting a man that beat him wife with a chair, allegedly. Boxer in her face, allegedly. His wife. Butter bruiser. And him have the audacity to say, oh, that's my friend. Him feel proud to say that. And then I come talk about we're supposed to forgive. Make she forgive him. The public cannot have nobody like that in a House of Parliament. I represent Jamaica in a 2025. In our world where it's woman empowerment. All of the woman them shame to support that man in that constituency. Where's your pride? Where's your dignity? Where's your loyalty to your gender? Huh? Did you guys see how that man butter bruised that lady and cut back him hand? And you can put somebody like that to represent you in a House of Parliament? Wanna disgust me, man. Wanna disgust me. Unbelievable. Listen to me, class prefect. Listen to me. I am going to say alleged, and I know why. Him never deny it, but him never say him. So to protect myself and my platform, I'm going to say alleged. Everybody see the video. You want to see what up on the screen? This is all alleged. You want to go look up information on yourself. You understand? It's a, I tell you say, yo. Why, yo, me I tell you say, yo, if people them Father God, me I pray. See if you feel off of the, over the eye. Me I pray. Let me take off this ugly individual off of my screen to you, man. One off of my screen. One market. This can't continue. It can't work. It cannot work. We have to put a stop to this. I am not supposed to be the only one outraged. I am not supposed to be the only person that care enough to get up and say, we're going to do something. Some of you don't even want to talk. Some of you hide and wait for election. Now is the time for making your voices be heard. Andrew Owens said, you must raise your voice in concert. Don't make excuses for the government. And let them know what you have problems with. And put them to task. Him said that. So when you love him so much, why not wait and why you so quiet? Huh? When you like abuse that much? When you can't see 24 pitney. Baby. Gone just so in 24 days. Like their life is nothing. Like them couldn't become the next Usain Bolt. Like them couldn't be the next Ibrahim Traore. Huh? Like them couldn't become the next neurosurgeon. Huh? If you come help people with surgery, they couldn't become the next top engineer. If you come advance Jamaica in building roads and infrastructure, buildings. They couldn't become the next architect. Huh? They couldn't become the next woman and man of God to lead people into the arms of the Lord. We're not going to say these are not live. They're not live. They're not people. It's 24 people died. They are not a statistics. They were the DNA. They were the body of a union between a man and a woman. And God's hand put in it. And you have people out there that want to make excuses for this travesty and don't want to give the blame where the blame should be. Even with all the evidence, I have no tolerance for any of you that make excuses for this. These 24 babies. None. Don't talk to me. If you're that type of person, I don't need to know you. Stay away from me. We are not the same. I don't like you. And don't comment on my page. I'm going to block you. Disgusting, man. I'm not going to think about that in our comment section, people. Unfreaking believable. People want to make excuses for this shit. Huh? The nurse them request the machine $3 million. Oh, we couldn't put the markup on the $3 million. That's too obvious. And that's why we never buy them. We just ask. Given the incident with the drill, I think it's a fair question. From what? 4 million, 6 million to 31 million. Tell you, yeah, man. Hey. Alright, Johnny, yo. Virgin. Yo, man, tell us. How old is someone here, sir? What is going on here, sir?
City to go to school. Now you tell me, if you have a dedication a week to give them $2,500 as a subsidy to go to school. Now you tell me, if you have a dedicated school bus system, that...
So hold on then. Jesus have mercy, Father, take you in. Don't tell me say the man a double down upon a lie. Jesus Christ, Father, I'm sorry. Oh God, no. We can't do this. Then brother, I make my blood pressure raise. No. No. This no. There's just no way. Nah. Me not take me ear with me a ear. People look on this. Look on this. Yeah, man. People want to look on this. Thank you, mommy. People want to look on this because this I get out of hand now. What Damien Crawford say? This man has no respect for the truth. He categorically said it. It's going to transport 328,000. Wow. This was posted yesterday. Wow. Hold on there. Make we hear this.
$500 as a subsidy to go to school. Now you tell me, if you have a dedicated school bus system, that is going to transport 328,000 people at a cost of $1.4 billion a year for the bus, for the parts, for the driver, for the service, for the technology. And these people are going to tell you that for the city a week to give them $2,500. Come out publicly and say that the school bus system that I'm putting in on behalf of this government can't work.
Today, I'm making a mathematical calculation to prove to Bakostapavas that it is impossible for a school bus program to work. Let us start with his assumptions that I saw him in a video with no less than Minister of Finance and the Minister of Education.
This school bus system, 100 routes, 258 schools, 328,000 students in the first phase. Within 2 years, we will be able to cover the 850 schools. 650,000 students will be able to go to school every morning.
He suggested that there is 100 buses in phase 1. Actually 110, but 10 is held in reserve to replace the ones that might be down, etc. So at any given point, 100 buses will be in rotation. He also said that those 100 buses will carry 328,000 students. Now let's do the bus breakdown to find what is the average seat capacity of the buses. The average seat capacity of the buses is 48 students. This is done by doing a weighted average. So the students must be moved within a finite time span to get to school on time, 6 to 8 a.m. The most trips these buses can therefore take is 2 trips, and there is 1 per route. It will mean therefore that the total amount is equal to 48 times 100, which is equal to 4,800 students per trip. Might take 2 trips, the bus can make 2 trips, which will give us 9,600 students at maximum capacity.
328,000 students in the first phase.
The system is nowhere near 328,000. Now, we can get a little more deep for Bakostapavas. The bus moves from point A to B, sequential moves from point B to A. So one bus goes from Linstead to Spanish Town and eventually moves back from Spanish Town to Linstead. This assumption is suggesting that the bus goes from Linstead to Spanish Town, come back with nobody and go back from Linstead to Spanish Town. So you can therefore add, let's say 50% of this number. Now the reason why there's always traffic in one direction is because based on our location of residents, it is often that more persons move in one way or the other. So we can add another 4,500, 4,800 here to say it is going in the other direction. If you want to be kind to Bakostapavas, you can add the full 100%, and therefore the full 100% will be about 18,000, 19,200. If you add 15%, it would be about 14,000. So that is 14,000 as the maximum capacity of the system that the JLP is proposing. If it is to service 328,000, you would have to make 328,000 divided by 4,800. It would have to make 68 trips each day. So based on Bakostapavas' calculation, his bus system in the period of 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. would make 68 trips. Each bus will make 68 trips. And the total, all buses will make 68 times 100, 6,800 trips per day. That is impossible, Bakostapavas. And it is a shame that both the Minister of Education and the Minister of Finance were in line nodding with this ridiculous calculation. So, in the facts of the matter, there is absolutely no way that 100 buses can transport on a daily basis 328,000 students. Now please remember, all students go to school every single day, and so they will need that transportation. Now it is impossible that the bus can make 68 trips per day. Now to the contrary, if Pakistan says that each student would not get the bus each day, then of the 190 days that the students are supposed to go to school, they will be able to access this bus only 3 days of the 190 days if it is going to service 328,000 students. So, Pakistan there's nothing correct about what you have calculated.
We need some milk. You don't know cat frost.
On Thursday, the spokesperson education
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament.
I want to say one little thing. What a wicked tune we released the other day, you know? Yeah, man. We're marching on to progress.
Take out somebody, man or woman.
I want to say one little thing. What a wicked tune we released the other day, you know? Yeah, man. We're marching on to progress. It'll take life on the road, you know. You want to see labor right to dance to it, to them love it too. Before you hear the piece like that. March, we are march, 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 we are march, march, march. Give me a right, say, I want to say, we are. Boy, nice to kill. But I want to tell some of the little GLP apologists in the media, and don't worry yourself. I love we are dealing with, you know. The word is love, you know. But we talk about we are blood and fire, comrade. We're resilient. We're passionate. We're determined to see change. We're not afraid of nobody. We are going to do what we have to do. But we are doing it within the law. And we are doing it with love for our country. Because we love Jamaica. And we love our people. So you don't have to worry about that. Just enjoy the music, man. Lick it again, the selector. March, we are march, 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 we are march, 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 now we are marching on to progress. Time goes slowly along. Now we don't care what give you right, say, say, we are. We need to fight, give you right. That's who they come to and repeat. The way out nice. Yeah, man. I want to big up all of my South St. Andrew people, them too, you know. Power junglers, how you mean? So people, them no need for fret, man. We are blood and fire, comrade, but the word is love, same way. We're serious, yes. We're determined, yes. We're resilient, yes. We're full of vibes and energy, yes. But the word is love, man. Yeah, man, always love. So people, don't fret about this thing. Change is gonna come.
Alright. Boy, I didn't need a break. I'm not telling a lie, but hey, London 45. You see you, me love you, no lady. He said this.
Mr. Ole!
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Honest, the Labour Party is up in my place, and it's only four people in green out there, sir. I don't know if you don't get anybody else to come with the bus, but I'm going to continue look out. Mr. Honest, say the people can move the bus. We don't want a nice how we get, sir. So one Makiji straight to power. Power.
Yo, me can't bother with London, no easy, man. London tell the man, so we say one market G, and the man I put up in fist and I say one market G too, you know. Jesus have mercy. Favor. I want go on. I want the favor.
That is funny,
Rough
honey.
out there, man.
That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Favor the roughy, man. Yes, let's look at this. Car fits here upon the listen. Listen to this.
Since he has threatened to assault me in the chamber.
Want to hear that?
With his words, he was trying to urge Senator Apkofis Henley to speak instead of you, Senator Gale, since he has threatened to assault me in the chamber. With his words, Senator Camilla Johnson Smith, and I'm not. You're getting very anxious because I've not completed my statement. He has.
So hold on. Senator Johnson Camilla Smith, when I get froggy again in our parliament the other day when she said this. So, she never did it. She never hear. So, she a go on so. I want to come in. Come like a fair time a year or something, or a month. I want to go on.
Chamber. With his words, Senator Camilla Johnson Smith, and I'm not. You're getting very anxious because I've not completed my statement. He has spoken about me in public before from a platform, and he has indicated that he also intends to do that today. I will not be able to respond. But let me say to him that I remind him that when he did so previously, he did whisper an apology to me. I noticed that he has been calling for public apologies, and perhaps even as he does it today, he will apologize for his past references. It would be admirable of him to do so.
I'm advised that whilst I was out the chamber, sir, the senator who was about to exit the chamber, Senator Scott Motley, indicated that I advanced menacing words in her direction and raising the spectre of assault. That, sir, is a bold-faced lie. It is untrue.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop.
And I'd urge the senator to retract it. I normally, sir, use words which are guided, such as misleading, false, measured. But that, sir, is a bold-faced lie, and I'll urge her to retract it.
There seems to have been some. As I said, I didn't hear it.
No, Mr. Sinclair, enough time him do things and say things I'm not agree with. But you see where him angle this the right way. The man said, I never hear it, so I don't know how to proceed. That is fear. It happened outside. But Camilla Johnson Smith I jump up like she Miss Fraggy. Miss Fraggy Isha. I want to you. And see she get fraggy with all Peter Bunting. I talk about who is he. I want one in a parliament. I want to them people here. Them say them exiting. Then I get Gigi.
You brought it to the attention, and Senator Apkofis Henley has indicated that he did not make the comments. All right? Senator.
President, Senator Apkofis Henley knows what he said.
Yeah.
I see the leader responded before I was concluded, I did not intend to convey, as she interpreted, that it was a physical threat. I have been a member of the Senate here much longer than Senator Fitzhenley has been.
Yes.
And I think you ought to be aware.
Look at him. You see that a while ago? That's a nervous person. Camera go pan him turn around for you. Boy, they are liar. Me no need no more confirmation. Me believe say I'm a liar. Yes. That right there so tell me say him a liar. We got rehearsed spontaneity in the building. What's going on? You know my chat had stopped, guys. I couldn't have seen your messages. Yes, right after last some so you can see clearly. I never see none of them other messages. London. Oh. How you doing? Rehearse spontaneity. So good to see you, love. Always. You know, I know you're in the clouds. Thank you for your continued support. You know. Yeah, so well, I tell you, this dude, man, look at this.
A member of the Senate here much longer than Senator Fitzhenley has been. President, Senator Abka Fitzhenley knows what he said.
Yeah.
I see.
People, look on their face. Tell me what you want to say. Look on their face now, people. Want to type in our chat, I want to see. Type in our chat, I want to see people. Guilty or innocent. Talk to me.
Guilty! That nigga is guilty!
The leader responded before I was concluded. I did not intend to convey, as she interpreted, that it was a physical threat. I have been a member of the Senate here much longer than Senator Fitzhenley has been. And I
Bam! Right there. Look at this.
think you ought to be aware.
Nervous laugh. Nervous laugh.
Guilty! That nigga is guilty!
You understand?
That I would never, ever, on any occasion, not inside the Senate or outside the Senate, misrepresent, much less to.
Real black woman. Who you talk when you say that message? Who you talk? Me, the host, or Abka? Because when YouTube block a message, you know, so nobody can see it but me. So who you talking?
Lie on a fellow senator. But no, I'm not finished. But let me say this. Let me say this.
Hey, Mr. Hey. Oh, Abka. Why real black woman? I tell you say a good thing me ask you know, because my trigger finger no normal when it comes to blacking people. You know. You were gone in a mums. But anyway, don't keep the language proper. Seeing you can't say certain things on YouTube, you don't want them shadow about my page. You have to be careful what you say. You understand? You have to use code symbols and them type of stuff there. Alright? Dana Whitaker says she see it. Yeah, moderator, we see it. All our moderator them we see it. But you see how fast my trigger is? Anyway, Abka to me is guilty based off several things. His history. He used to work at Nationwide. I can't trust anybody at Nationwide. And the fact say he never went into politics because he didn't qualify. A friend thing, a nepotism. You understand? And look who him threatened. Hey, may I tell you now? Minister of Justice, Senator Donna Scott Motley. Hey! When the right time come,
Some are going to charge for corruption.
oh yes.
Oh yes.
You see, you need individuals that we need men, you know. We need real men in our society. We need real men in our society because you see, when you have a woman of Mrs. Scott Motley's Mrs. Donna Scott Motley's stature being disrespected in such a manner. You need real men out there. You see, like how he allegedly quietly threatened her. He needs a real man to quietly give him a talking, a stern talking. Just to talk, Yes. Just a proper talking. Yeah, we need those types of enforcers in our community to make sure that the women and children are protected and respected. You understand? And it's a damn shame that this happened, because I believe Senator Donna Scott Motley. I have no reason to not believe her. There's nothing. No motive, nothing. You understand? No motive. What is this? Audit flags private farm store selling free fertilizer. So hold on then. You see, there's so much things to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to applaud the People's National Party for putting out the evidence. Because you remember when Tamina Johnson Smith get froggy in a parliament, I'm going to find it because I have it, You remember when she get froggy in a parliament and rush? Big up General Damn D, big up Damn D, back from vacation. You remember when she get froggy, people?
The title have something to do with
no,
Gabriela Morris.
That.
So it's interesting. Let us hear what Pastor Peter Chambers has to say.
Yeah, you don't need to go watch that video there. Anyway, let me find the video real quick. It's a good bit. Here we go.
And here with another one. I just want to react.
Fertilizer not being given to those who need it most, but being sold. That is a dangerous road to go down. And whether or not,
she not even make she finish, And sit down, man. Watch her face, look on her.
Or not.
Look on her.
Point of order once more.
Watch her.
Mr. President, yes, lies bite. There was the Auditor General's report did not allege
fertilizer. A Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining internal audit report has highlighted allegations that fertilizers donated by the Kingdom of Morocco for Jamaican farmers was being sold at a private farm store in St. Catherine. An Auditor General's report tabled in Parliament on Tuesday indicated that the internal audit with the damning allegations of the free fertilizer being sold at a private farm store in St. Catherine was reportedly sent to Derma Spence, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry. In response, Rural Agricultural Development Authority RADA told auditors from the Auditor General's Department that the Permanent Secretary referred the matter to the board for further investigation. However, Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis said RADA did not provide any evidence to confirm that further action was taken. When I hear this, attempts to get a comment from Spence yesterday were unsuccessful as the calls went to voicemail. The audit also identified instances where bags of fertilizer were not distributed in accordance with the approved distribution list. So, it's not that. Oh, you see Peter Chambers one earlier today. It's not that. It's not just that they weren't distributed in accordance with the distribution list. It's not that alone. You understand? But what Johnson Smith or whatever she want to name wanted to tell us is that's the only thing. And the article is telling you that's not the only thing. According to the audit, these receipts were not on the Ministry of Agriculture's approved distribution list and rather did not present any approved beneficiary and verification from used to assess eligibility for farm input. Rather indicated that the 4 recipients were farmers producing various crops. However, the requisite authorization from the authority and the Agricultural Ministry was not present. You hear that? They want us to believe that the 4 recipients were farmers, but the requisite authorization from the authority and the Agricultural Ministry was not present, was not presented. So these individuals could not be farmers. It's up in the air. So what Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith call this? This is not corruption? Huh? Come on, let's be real. Between September 2019 and 20, Kingdom of Morocco, blah, 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 72,000 bags containing 50 kilograms of assorted fertilizers as an estimate of $349.4 million in value. Right? Rather, provider records indicated that in many cases, some MPs receive more than 100 bags, while others receive less. Want to hear that? Some MPs receive 100 bags, while others receive less. It says, rather asserted that members of parliament from both political parties received an equal allotment of fertilizers donated by Morocco, with each reportedly receiving 100 bags. Rather confirmed that 9 MPs from opposition qualified for allotment, with 37 government MPs were qualified. According to RADA, special allocations were made for the Agriculture Minister, the State Minister, the former Minister of Agriculture, and the opposition spokesperson on agriculture. The agriculture body said the special allocations were done due to the significant number of requests. So a lot of people wanted it. That's why it's such a big thing. It was in high demand. Monroe Ellis said the accountability officer at RADA has a responsibility for the collection, receipt, custody, and issue of public property, such as the Moroccan fertilizer, and ought to have instituted the requested control to govern the distribution of fertilizer to farmers, whether it is being done directly by RADA or through the MP. So the concern that the Monroe Ellis has is that the distribution was definitely not done by RADA. It is their responsibility to collect, to have the proper receipts, to make sure so that it's in their custody, and also to issue it to the public, issue that public property, right? Whether they are going to give it to the MPs or not. They are the ones responsible for doing that. Why was that not done? Why was that not done? Well, those fertilizers, a truckload of fertilizer was sent to the JLP MP's office. It's on camera. Dr. Dayton Campbell was there, and they warned them that it will not go down that way. It was not sent to RADA. It was supposed to send to RADA. That is the first red flag. So why Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith jump up and I get froggy for? We should get froggy for. We all saw the video, right? And for those who didn't see it, I can't put it up right now, right? I'm so glad I did this, man. Oh man! Shout out to Dr. Dayton Campbell, man. Thank you, sir. Let me start this article so I can always have it done. Awesome. Oh, here's the video. Oh, yes. Here's the video.
Mr. President, RADA is there.
Well, Auditor General's report did not allege any corruption, and it did not. What it said expressly was that they were concerned that they did not have the beneficiary list. in all of the bags.
Embarrassing.
And they were provided. There is, Mr. President, no allegation of corruption comprised in the Auditor General's report.
So, hear what she said. She said that there is no allegation of corruption. Now, that's a lie.
Stop the cap.
That's a lie.
Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
That's a lie.
No bullshit, bro.
Audit flags private farm stores selling free fertilizer. What do you mean there's no allegation?
Hey, who mess is this?
Yeah, man. May I take her outside? May I take her outside? Because she upset me. She upset me. She upset me. May I take her outside? Outside! Let me don't want to think more of that tonight. That reaction there all over the place. I know I'm going to look for a Warmington video, you know. I know I'm going to look for a Warmington video. I know. What a thing. What a thing. People, the calling number is right there if you don't want to call in, you know. But I go to our next video if you don't know call in. Let me see. Shucks. It generally play today, you know. We play the video today more show, you know. 4 hours ago. Alright. Let's drop this in here, so. Over here, so.
Pick 1, 2.
Easy, my general. Hey, them need to fix the people them where do they
Ready
again. The man, they need to make sure so they have some proper select and some proper sound in the car. I tell you, say, I be a madness.
Of that party. So anything me say, I sorry go.
Fufuli, if you remember a party with how much on yeah. In himself, and he's a pedophile. We now argue a lot of it.
Why? Ladies and gentlemen, you know say the renegade, the man in the wilderness, the man rub out every Warmington pan now and then. Fully rub out, me I talk about no holes barred in them. Yes, man. One way alone, something. Mighty God.
The name.
When you hear this?
So acting in the man, you know. Yes, you know, Queenie, too stink. Himself, and he's a pedophile.
Ooh.
We now argue that for me, you know.
Damn. Shots fired. Damn. Damn. Not my word. Not my word. Did he just call him a pedo? Listen. There's allegations about ejaculations on people's foot. Alright? Not my word, not my allegation. But we see that Mr. Wayne Lonesome is not playing with this guy, man. Everyone, we call him Queenie. Oh my goodness. Let's continue.
And you have to check them in real time. We want to hear this. A matter of fact, hear this. I'm going to put up this first with the nastiness there. Yeah? I'm going to put it up second. Hear this with the nastiness there. Here where my beggar tell you them to go do. Hear this.
They try to present the needy and the greedy.
You're right. You can't make a man like this, you know.
Embarrassing.
Piece of shit, a pedophile. We have the little youth left. I'm going on this, you know. You know, and them are trying to represent present the needy and the greedy. No, they have not and the needy, you know. Now they have the greedy. And this is this time. This is if this labor all them are not ashamed to. And them are running me. Listen to them. Listen here. And I'm going to tell them to close them eye and vote for Andrew. You can't vote for criminal. You cannot vote for no criminal around here. Hear this.
And the man, they try to present the needy and the greedy. Said, work with them.
They try to present or represent them as saying, them try. So Andrew them a try present the needy and the greedy. Can you imagine somebody insult you and in don't you know? That's what I'm saying, needy and the greedy. Well, they must be greedy. You know, you see it? Them talk about plate of food, when them slam the label like them and nobody. You know, like how some man say if you deal with people on an equal level, me just a start and hear the man insulting one people them greedy. He's a piece of shit though, because Jamaica them talk to so. He must say Andrew them and the MP them I present. They need where's the present? Can't remember if him read them the writing now. They need it. Listen if him say the greedy, you know write it down for me. Can't remember, you know, we dissect things, you know, not my word. Here again. Listen here.
And the man, they try to present the needy and the greedy. So work with them. I've been to constituency of this country. They complain about the member of parliament.
Yes.
And as things said, Mary, in my constituency, they complain. In Andrew Honest, they complain. You can't satisfy every right.
You can't satisfy every right. He burned the one of them. This piece of shit turn round, take mic, and burn all of them. It is a germs. They present the needy and the greedy. Well, they present the needy and the greedy. I want to put it down, make him hear, you know. I wonder if them round him not hear Irma style him as greedy. Can when you're greedy, you easy to get poison, you know. You lick you want to got, you know. And one neighbor right them, him a style so, you know. The one neighbor who know. See, I want to pick up for this germs here, and it doesn't make you know so you're greedy. You're greedy. You put them in there for 2 terms. Death fear on them send police to the state of emergency, everything. When you down in a Westmoreland and buy a bike, police are taking it to them. And the PMP are them. And now him come here so I call you greedy. When me hear the one from I never play about this stuff, you know. The one from where they ask about one him again, man. The one from sent Crutchy. I say, all them have to come good because all them want a 5 grand is a plate of food. My God, man. But not hurt me, see, I come and see the Kentucky thing because we are Jamaicans. You can't talk to people like this. This is a drunk prayer. Our honest make go out there, feed them and touch somebody, know that style him. Can we know I'm a pedophile? The little one them in a hey, him to go away, you know. The little one them in a danger anywhere him go. I'm a pedophile. So now they're not that piece, you know. Yeah, they might listen to themselves. The PR will not work. When you come out with PR, you see, you're forced to come tell the truth. You say, labor right, them greedy. And them full and appear needy and greedy, labor right. And this the people them do. And then I want to vote for. And then I was styling all over the place. I mean, I was the PR do this to them people. I want one thing, you know. Man, they say no arrogance. over the people. None. So you never see PMP do this, that practice here. I call the people them all kind of name. Them greedy.
Alright, still enough. I'm not sorry for you people that take their abuse still enough. Because if you're not fool enough to make everyone warm in town, as style as needy and greedy, and una complain as if to minimize and play down on the complaints like una have, una not feel disrespected. Una really have to vote for them people. Eh? So it should him say him a drunk crow. The whole of them are drunk crow according to him. You know? Because him say if the man a drunk crow, vote for the drunk crow, because him better than the PMP drunk crow. Me I try to remember if me ever hear PMP do that to nobody. Deal with the people them like that. You never ever hear that from the PMP? You never ever hear that from PMP leadership? So ungrateful. And you know, have you ever heard that? What a disgrace.
This bad. And then if them have the JP a complaint, can you imagine how the PMP are going through separation?
Exactly.
If majority JP are going to and a complaint.
Them in a power for 9 years with 49 seats. Just think about that. Them in a power for 9 years and have 49 seats, majority of the house. And for them base a complaint. Every labor right supposed to live lavish. Where is the prosperity? Where they? Huh? Where prosperity then?
I just the big boy when I work for the PSO there when it's a piece of shit. One and them continue.
You can't satisfy every right.
Yeah, there. Hey, no, hey. Every time I'm gonna move on, me just take out him word and I show you how I'm disrespectful to them. Him say you can't satisfy not labor right, although them need them in a need, you know, but them greedy. And them a complain you can't satisfy no labor right. Hear this.
Complain. In a honest, then complain. You can't satisfy every right.
Yeah.
But if you don't like UMP, it's a feedback on.
Charmian, big up.
It's a feedback on. The issue is, you may not like UMP. Lord man, turn it down, it's a feedback on the ears. Make him epic go say. Look, the issue is, can't complain. As I said at the constituencies, you may not like him in parliament. You don't want him. Maybe an asshole. But maybe him better than PMP asshole.
You should think then this Andrew have a go as film spokesperson, people. When the whole world has seen this input as a minister. And him say, I want to go.
Ekran son, big up yourself.
Germs here. Input as a minister. We make a little one them in a danger. When him go out, anywhere him go out, him use money, you know. Little one, him not different from big mama them, you know. Him. Little one them in a danger when him go out, you know. Him. This piece of shit. Yes. And you hear this? Him say them an asshole, you know. Well, they might have better than the PMP asshole. You hear where I'm going to? You hear what the word come out of him out? You hear him? Can't use it enough, you know. Him use it enough. This piece of shit. This garbage. You hear the word when calling one people them? Can't have use it, you know. To give them in a danger, you know. Eh? And at this one I have, and I talk about Andrew Wallace, I want to compare the PMP with them sick. This is a germ test time I call it this year. Listen again, him say them arms house, them ask all boy if you go vote for him. This is embarrassing. Yeah.
Can't complain. As I said at the constituencies, you may not like him in parliament. You don't want him. You know, maybe an asshole.
Asshole.
But maybe him better than PMP asshole.
Yeah,
so work with him.
Work with him.
If you think you'll vote with that right, when they're behind the screen, close your eyes. We're not using language just now. We're using your eyes. And say, me a vote for Jonas. Not that right. Don't.
So, you know, so me have to start to like Andre. We are going to need some items for your class, you know. We have to buy some cheers in other election. To wash out them people amount. Yeah, man. Operation, man. Thank you, Mary. We are going to put that on list. We are buy some cheers. Throw down them out and wash out them. Filth him out.
Every man depend on the ballot box.
Sharon!
Step in your neck. This big old, him done still, you know. Him done.
Patricia, still there. Big up the Bolo no slash up.
You know about that. I mean, I'm ready for mash him up yet, you know. When you know me have the thing, them have the ego. I'm the right side of them, you know. I the PMP guy we down there. One of them farmer council guy. I him, I write for this piece of shit, you know. Give him and then I teach him how to read. Yes. Him fucked up. Him brain fucked up. See? I want to fucked up too. I pay them don't speak your criminal people them have the JP. The two of them fucked up. So him I tell you, say, them are asshole. You see what I'm going to? You see, things when use to film, you know, film metaphors and things when use. You hear what I'm going to? Him like use that to try and entice some little one. It's a pedophile. Yes? Him like use these words because him use it a lot. Yes, use it a lot. You hear that? Because him use it a lot. See? You have to shut your eyes and vote for a criminal organization. Or when you vote a judge and you vote for.
Imagine that.
In disrespect, let me tell you something, people. You can't have no MP when you're doing work and just disrespect you all along.
Yes.
And a piece of germs come along and tell you have to shut your eye and vote for Andrew.
Madness.
Andrew have film place where they vote for. They vote for each member of parliament.
What do you mean?
A member of parliament they vote for. But vote for Andrew. Number one, who da want a criminal? Who da want somebody we don't certify?
Yes.
Declaration from 2021, 22, 23, 24.
Yeah, trust him.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
Yeah, trust him.
The man forget to wipe out completely. It's wrong.
True, man.
This is the same man that about criminality. Breaking a criminality. If you pick a man, go them call a criminal. Then put up and one Wednesday. This thing wrong. Andrew wanted to face the truth. He should have stepped down long time. But mother will and sink the whole JLP and them with him. And them germs that feast them own the JLP. Remember this, them germs that him and other man should have charged for them should have charged for treason a long time. See, evening tide bound down there, you know. I remember the JLP burn it down, you know. I know the CI and the JLP. So they might have used them, but who did it? I never watch the command by them send out. Go look for them all I want you. Them should have charged for treason. And the joke I make. You should not have them in the politics in the first place. I see them continue for this with people there. Them is germs. Yeah? He might tell you shut your eye and put your germs too. See that? And I say asshole. Yes.
Yes. So work with him.
Yes.
If you think you'll vote with that right, when they're behind the screen, close your eyes. Yes. We're not using language just now. We're using your eyes. And say, me vote for Jolis. Now that's right. Don't stay home. Vote for your party. There's a reason anywhere must stay home and vote for a candidate. You like a candidate? Vote for Andrew Holness, little party. Put the X beside the fucking bell.
I'm more than one time in Cuspad over that place, you know. PVJ and all of them supposed to do that, you know, so. Tell your boy.
At this time, at this guy worldwide, these are the Andrew have grown him. These are the germs, these are the parasites, these are the pedophiles. These, and them are germs, them have around him, you know. Them are around the country. This was a minute.
Show me a company, I tell you who you are.
This is a goddamn discourse. We have to get rid of them fast. This are not this is like a million and one more.
Yes, last time in love use the word asshole, like him fantasize with asshole.
It's for you to get rid of Jamaica Labour Party faster. These are the germs. People not blind. Don't make it. All them people buy, you know. Oh, where am I doing the politics? Do you hear this? This, remember, you know, when I do these things, it gone worldwide. This more embarrassing than what we see at the Kentucky store. And remember, this is a member of parliament. This is one Andrew right hand.
True.
Yeah, this is one I'm right hand.
Yes.
This is style them say them greedy. And you for sure say I am Andrew honest. You want to get a criminal organization vote. This is supposed to.
So who bad mind? If him a say people in a constituency they greedy and the people them don't as rich as them. How the people them bad mind? How the people them bad mind? Them say them a spread prosperity. Then spread in a brother. Are you bad man, you want all that prosperity for yourself. And that's why you get yourself 200 to 300% increase. And then have the gall and the audacity to look for your own support base and say them needy and greedy. But them a take it still, you know. I'm not sorry for you, you know. I'm not sorry for you. I just a say, because you know, for wise up and do the right thing for the election day. Wise up.
And then you go put the X beside the fucking bell. Eh? This is a total, hey, what if you make sure all everybody hear this? Get to everybody hear it. This is the party where them are run. Yeah? This is how you talk to the people them around you, because the people them are not this, you know. Some of them are church people and all, and not decent people not come from decent home. So you tell me, say, how we come up corrobong and nastiness in a jail, follow JLP. When you not put him in that place. Anywhere where him go, you don't want to get in a crowd. You don't.
Yeah, follow a man like that.
Around. This garbage, bed of garbage, and I saw him work. This more embarrassing than the Kentucky saga. This was a former cabinet minister, right there, and you're still independent legislator. I want a legislator there. This right now, independent board too, you know.
Can you imagine say this money a right law for we, and I decide and I try to push who, how much money I see if you get and all type of thing and who for their IC. Yo, Jano, one Mr. Well known some.
I him try to get rid of the IC. This piece of garbage. Can't work. I mean, hear the local media come out and burn him. Eh? You have to burn him. No, you can't stand for this. Yeah.
Step behind the screen. Close your eyes. We're not using language just now.
So let's see same cognizant. Because him almost cuss a bad word this a while ago, you know. And him say, no, we're not using language just now. Right? I see him go back and cuss it right. If this guy don't care, he knows what he's doing.
But using your eyes and say, me a vote for Jonas. Like I'm right. Don't stay home. Vote for your party. There's a reason.
You know what embarrassing? Me couldn't stand up as judge right in that position there. And here, the man advocate on my behalf and saying, you're not really voting for me. You're voting for Andrew owners. Backside. How you feel? How you feel, Judge, right? Not that I care, no. I'm just saying. You must feel like a piece of SHIT. No, sir.
Anyway, must you have vote for a candidate. You like a candidate? Vote for Andrew Holness, little party. Put the X beside the fucking bell. Put this on the bell. And stop that nonsense about your member parliament. PNP is a cult.
Piece of shit. No.
Yo, before Mr. Louis known some. Brother, the man said the PNP is a cult. I'm glad that we reach at that point because this is a teachable moment. I could hear Mr. Will know some saying them teach.
I use my word, man. I tell you, not cult long time on a count too. Where you talk, and you're not one cut too. You're not 3 in 1. You talk about PNP, I'm not cult. We don't tell them that I'm a cult long, but don't use nothing where you come out of my mouth. Your mouth a nasty mouth as a support kind of. Do not choose on where you talk about. Una cult, una cunt, and una wankers. It's a piece of shit. Yeah? When you try to blindfold Jamaicans, that poor thing I call themselves JLP. And them, me not this, them, you know, the voters, them, you know. And them, I this, you know. Because them, I come talk about what people them greedy, you know. The piece of shit here, you know. Yes. Him to out other people. I'm going to do a whole lot, make sure you don't vote for this piece of shit here, you know. This is an international disgrace. This piece of shit, what me tell them is that them a cult, them a cunt, and them are wankers. See? I'm not really wanker, you know. Wanker and get skanker, you know. And granker, yes. Them in a danger too, you know. Yeah. You close your eyes and put the X beside. Yeah. The fucking bed. Him say no, him talk it out the quiet too. But when I tell you close your eyes and put an X, him gone in a little dirty spirit. Can I have a little dirty spirit with him, you know? Well, little one them in a danger, you know. Yeah, you have to be real mountain climber and they can go school. This piece of shit. This garbage. This garbage heap. That garbage heap over there. In him green hat. Yes. You understand?
Alright, so make we examine what is a cult. Look at your screen, ladies and gentlemen. A cult is a system of religious veneration or devotion directed towards a particular figure or object. A person or thing that is popular or fashionable among a particular group or section of society. Now, you can look at the first definition or look at the second definition, and both of them will point to the Jamaica Labour Party being a cult. What did Everald Warmington just say to the people? Don't worry about the MP. You're voting for Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness would be the person that is popular among that particular group or section of society. And he's telling them, don't worry about the MP that actually represents you. Vote for the cult leader, Andrew Holness. When you see Mark Golding to every single different constituency, when tell them, say, vote for the MP, right? So they can march with him into House of Parliament and represent you, the people of the constituency. You see, Mark Golding I tell him, say, not because they don't like them like me and vote for me when they vote for them. Mark Golding don't say that. Everald Warmington said that. So they are the cult based off their own utterances. It is quite clear, ladies and gentlemen. Look at your screen. A person that is popular among a particular group. Who is the group? JLP. Who is the person? Andrew Holness. So because he's popular amongst that particular group, Everald Warmington is saying to the people in this specific constituency in Westmoreland, don't vote. Not because they don't like the MP. Vote for the popular man. Vote for the cult leader. That is my argument. Show me where the PMP is a cult. Show me. Where? How they demonstrate to be a cult. Anybody in a PMP now go and go to the PMP people, I'm not afraid to tell them. The thing was go on the other day with Civ Right. Only thing said that to that man at PMP. Has that ever happened? Where the democratic process was slowed down, stalled, halted. When did that ever happen? Is the people in the area choose who them want to represent them? Right? Unless the leader recommends somebody and the leader commands those people's respect. But the people have to accept the person where the leader select. Look at the situation with Dennis Meadows and them use Mr. McNeil. The people them down there respect Dennis Meadows. Dennis Meadows respect Mark Golding, and the people them respect Mark Golding too. And respect the decision as much as how them love Dennis Meadows. Not true. They never did have to take Mr. McNeil. They never did have to take him, you know. But Mr. McNeil is a good representative. Yeah, he's going to represent them well. Because Mr. Meadows is right there with Mr. McNeil. That's why you call unity. Right? So what you're talking about? What are they saying? What cult? You see? This is what they call projection in a people. What is projection? What is projection? In general, projection refers to the act of extending outwards an estimation of a future outcome based on current trend. basically the identity which Everald Warmington is speaking of being a cult, it's actually they that are the cult and he's projecting that onto the PMP. That's what it means. So, you know, it amazed me when I heard him say that. I said, cult. I was like, what?
And then in the same place as this man golden, you know. So you know what knock it pan him, you know. You understand him is a piece of shit. Eh? You have voted for a criminal organization. Oh, you shut your eyes when George Wright no good.
And that's the next thing too. Telling the people to shut their eyes and vote. That's what cult people do. They don't think for themselves. The leader thinks for them. I mean, everything about them is a cult. They tell on themselves. And Everald Warmington say I'm a part of Lodge. Isn't the Lodge a cult? Let's look that up. Is the Lodge a cult? Freemason, which is often associated with lodges, is not considered a cult. While it's a fraternity with secret rituals and symbols, and sometimes perceived with suspicion, it's generally classified as a social fraternity with charitable and psychological aims. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I know that's cap.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, this is one time we're not gonna work with that.
Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
You understand? Is that why them have secret rituals and symbols? Huh? The secrecy alone is enough for me. Anyway, that's just my opinion.
A big dirty nasty thinking Jack like you hear that? Eh? Nobody can tell me that. You think them can there for 2 terms? Mash up the place and I give you one come here and out and then call you greedy?
Yes.
And the first them call the people them greedy.
Yeah, the journey.
Hey. About, you know, I don't want them thief. I want $1,000 call them thief. So everything that's bad, the voter, the JLP, them call them greedy. Them are thief. Them are everything that's bad. And you know what's these things? These nastiness.
Yes.
With them voting. With them voting.
Them own.
Yeah, them terms.
Yes.
Yeah, must style the people them. Yeah.
Not PMP now still my vote. I vote. I am not one of those who talk about the 3-week seat in Westmoreland gone. No. I have confidence in my colleagues in Westmoreland to take.
Them can't win Westmoreland seat, man. Because 2 people never come out, you piece of shit. All them are win Westmoreland seat. I have confidence in my colleagues. Them are the people them look like them are smart people I really vote for. Them get them now man vote. I just the PMP never come out. You can't tell PMP no come out now. You piece of shit you. All them are win back Westmoreland. None of the seat them can't win. None. One to them Jerry's bag, man. People them vexed right now. Yeah, him have to go outside, man. Him is a piece of shit.
Sell him outside, my general. People don't tell me anything about that in the comment section. See, one, Mr. Williams. Yeah. I call somebody right now. When I know something, I call them, you know. I call them. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone, man. People look on the screen. I wonder where they get this from. This correct? Is this correct? Really want to know? Personal answer. That end their work or so. Alright. Here we are going, you know. One last thing more cover before me go, you know. This are just some multiple things. The more I have to share with the people then. but the important still. Kind of different. Alright, people, we're going to go through some random topics right now. Where a person sent to me. Yeah. Remember, follow me on our platforms, like and share the video. Thanks in advance. Big up the people in the live chat. And big up the people that watch the recording. See it? Yeah, man. One Bolo for you now. Remember, good. Anyway, let me share my screen. People remember the donation link is pinned, you know. We have something called the anonymous link at any time. You donate, your donations will be read out on the screen. Yes, I can give you an example. When I last time we get a donation from the link. Only for subscription, but the donation. Why? Come like me if you advertise the anonymous link more. The anonymous link is the PayPal link, guys. You understand? Let me go on one. Yeah, Andre. Shout out to Andre. This one from Andre. Replay this. Am I not hearing it? What the hell? Wanna hear that a while ago? How come we not hear it? What's going on? I replay it, but me not hear it. Me only see it. That's a problem. I gotta fix that. You're supposed to hear it come up. Alright, we try it again. Replay. Yeah, I'm not hearing nothing. I'm just seeing it on the screen. And that is yeah, that's not how that's supposed to go. I'm not even seeing, you know. That's kind of weird. Why can't you? Oh no. Let's try that again. Still not hearing anything. Nah, something's wrong, bro. Something just ain't right. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. The audio is dead on that. Alright, anyway. Moving right along. Let me share my screen. I have to fix that. Something to do. Everything happens for a reason now, doesn't it? Now look at this, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm speaking to the exotic dancers right now. Somebody said she named Chopping. Allegations is that she was dancing with the boy and the youth tip her and want to bring her go do the do. And she said no. And him asked back for the money. And she has said she can't give him back the money. I fear her own. And the man take out a knife and stab her up. Be a neck and chest and face. Right? Mighty God. So, that are the allegation that this young lady was a dancer. Man tip her at the wherever she dance. You want to bring her away for go do the do. She don't depend that. And him stab her up. People. Let me see if I store this. Hold on there.
A 34-year-old woman is dead and a man now in custody. This following a dispute at a nightclub in Santa Cruz early this morning. Dead is Nikisha Francis Monforth, an exotic dancer from St. Thomas. According to reports, a disagreement developed after she failed to hand over the accused man's money after buying soup. A physical altercation followed, during which she was stabbed. The man fled the scene while she developed after she failed to hand over the accused man's money after buying soup. A physical
So she failed. So this is a true story now. She failed to hand over the man's money after buying soup.
Altercation followed, during which she was stabbed. The man fled the scene while she was taken to hospital where she died. The police are investigating.
Now, either way, we still have a message to the exotic dancer. The best message we can give is to give your life to the Lord. Come out of the world completely. Alright? Now, the second message I'm going to give you, if you decide to stay in that world, understand that you are vulnerable. Understand that you are vulnerable, especially if you don't work at an establishment that has top flight police and security working there. If you're working at a corner place or a little place, I mean, I bash nobody thing, I'm just saying. These types of environment is violent. It is very violent. Things happen. Anyway, alcohol is being abused. Woman naked a dance. Man a throw money. And you have people insecure. You have someone when they really love woman. Them go there. Then throw money upon you. They feel so they own you. I'm telling you, if you're going to be in that environment, you have to be very militant. You guys have to protect each other. Even with the security and the police them when they're there, we have to protect each other. You understand? Move in groups. Within the same establishment we are talking about. Move in groups. Furthermore, all this man, well, them say, are outside. Them are buy soup. Right? Are outside. Right? Why? Why am I tell you? Give your life to God. Best advice. Yeah, man. Give your life to God, man. Just give your life to God. US sends stateless man to Jamaica questionably unique deportation case. Boy, I mean, see a video the other day. Somebody sent me. I want you to ban America allegedly, according to the video. And the man said the man them stop him, they imprison him, they cut up in license and say in license not real and him ID not real and everything not real. To suggest that he's a Jamaican or a Caribbean person and him don't really born in the United States when according to them he was born there. Why? You know, I blame us. I really do. And this is not a case of blaming the victim, but I blame us. I've said this for many years on a personal level. I have family in the States. They don't prepare to come back home. They don't have a... You know, Jamaicans have this thing where them have them get vex money because we're bossy like that. I don't understand why Jamaicans don't have them get vex ranch in a Jamaica when them go foreign. Why you not have no get vex business in a Jamaica or businesses? Only they are foreign for years and you just adapt to your foreign life and forget boy yard. Only no investment for own anything out here where you come from. Right? Not knowing say, brother, no matter what you do, even if you have children, at the end of the day it's not right. But technically you are visitors. All them have to do is change the law and that's your ass. Period. This is another teachable moment. The pandemic was one and this is another one. I hope you guys get the blurt not message and start to do the right things then. Where is a get vex ranch?
You went to America, you went to all of these places for opportunity to make your life better. Why not? This is where they come to vacate, you know. Why not build something that people want to come to vacate to? But that's where you live. And make sure you have business around to sustain it. Why stay there? I don't get it. People want to come to Jamaica and you guys are running away from it, even when you have the money to come back. No plan whatsoever. Well, I mean, I tell you, I rest my case. Anyway, EOJ says 120,000 voters ID remain uncollected. Okay. Israel ruins aftermath Iran ballistics missile. Wait a minute, what is this?
The killers. The ones who bomb homes, who silence children before they learn to speak, who destroy lives and then call it defense. You weren't satisfied killing women and children in Gaza. You wanted more. So you started a war with Iran, thinking you could do to them what you've done to Palestinians. But Gaza was filled with civilians. Iran is not the same. You started the fire, and when it burned too hot, you screamed. You called Trump. You begged the world to stop it. But where were your cries when Gaza was burning? You only stop the war when it's too big for you. You only call for peace when you're losing. You only speak of humanity when you're scared. This is not hate. This is a reminder, a mirror, a voice for the voiceless. You made Gaza live a nightmare for years. Homeless children, broken mothers, mass graves. And the world, it watched. Some even defended your crimes. But now when the missiles come your way, you want understanding? Now you feel pain? Now you ask for mercy? No, not revenge. Just accountability. Just justice. May you feel exactly what you gave. Not more, not less. Peace doesn't come from power. Peace comes when the powerful stop killing the powerless. This message is for educational and awareness purposes only, to remember, to reflect, to wake up the world before it sleeps again.
Wow. Well, let me just put my disclaimer out. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Alright, I don't understand it. I can't speak on it. Somebody sent it to me and I watched it. Moving on. Emergency crews have been dispatched after a car plunged into the sea nearby Portmore Causeway Bridge, which links Kingston and St. Andrew on Sunday. Wow, I think something there go on. Damn. Okay. I hope that, there's no... What is this? So, I want to go on this, so. Are some Asian them they didn't catch? Look like some Asian them they didn't catch. We might have stepped in the news. And then this, I don't know how accurate that is. Let me see. $77. Oh. More and big up Jesse James Clark for real. Yeah, man, him come out strong the other day. Yeah, I realize. People, I don't want to think about them random stories that some people say me, yeah. See, the word is love. I'm going to take my leave. I still have some videos to upload. I want to encourage you guys to go and watch the last few videos that I posted. Let me share it on the screen. They say, no, Haitians. It's a Chinese man that made a U-turn on the old causeway. Oh! I hope them good still, you see me? I want to hope them nothing happen to them. I understand. So yeah. I don't understand why this video don't get no traction on now. Yo, people, wanna go watch that video for me now? Yeah, man, I'm gonna copy this and paste in the chat. Yeah, all of you guys that are here right now, just click this link. As you exit, click that link to exit. Me spam it right now. Click that link. Watch that video there for me. Hit the like button, share it. Thanks in advance. Sooner or later, see it? Yeah, come on, know what I'm going with that video there. Look like I'm going to repost it or something. I mean, 18 views? What the hell is that? Come on, man. Yeah, go ahead and watch that for me. See? Pick up on the